Ah, there's nothing like that old familiar feeling. That feeling of deja vu. Welcome once again to the Lycanthrokeith's gaming stream, where here we're going to be taking on one of the legendary Mac Venture games on the NES version, that being Déjà Vu. The other two Mac Adventure games that were best known are, of course, Shadowgate and The Uninvited, both of which had NES counterparts. There was also a sequel to Déjà Vu called Déjà Vu 2 Lost in Las Vegas, which never saw its way to the NES, but did eventually appear on the Game Boy Color in a compilation called Déjà Vu 1 and 2, The Casebooks of Ace Harding. Overall, of the three Mac Venture games, Déjà Vu was the one I gravitated to the most. I related very highly to the modern setting. I liked the overall storyline. Doing a murder mystery was a pretty cool way to revolve around the format. And Déjà Vu 2 also was no slouch. So eventually I plan on doing that as well, but for right now we're going to begin at the beginning, because if we haven't figured out who we are, we don't know where we're going, now do we? So, all that aside, thank you for joining me, and let's indulge in that old familiar feeling. And we're just going to go ahead and load up Déjà Vu. And that really cool jazzy intro that I partially interrupted, my apologies. Okay, so we have open files here, and as with all the Mac Venture games, you could save pretty much at any time you wanted. So this will work. I like the typewriter in this one. You are waking from a stupor that feels like a chronic headache after a week in Vegas. You notice your right palm is covered with dried blood, but you can neither see nor feel any wounds. And hello, Husa Husa. Good to see you. It's been a while. You feel a sharp pain on your left forearm. Rolling up the sleeve, you find a tiny puncture on your arm. Has the doctor injected me with a medicine? Then you realize you can't remember who you are. You have no idea where you are and why you're here. You have no memory whatsoever. Yep, this is why Déjà Vu is an apt name, because things are going to seem oddly familiar as you figure out who you were. So just for a moment, let's can't do anything with self. Let's take a look at ourselves. Examine. You're doing a great job. Keep trying. Yeah, we're off to a bang start, aren't we? It's a light brown trench coat that matches your trousers. You feel something in the pocket of the coat. I like examining everything because there's all kinds of interesting text. Quite alright, Husa Husa. Glad to have you. It's a full roll of toilet paper. It adds a civilized touch to these barbaric surroundings. It's the door that leads out of the washroom and possibly into trouble. It looks like a beautiful hanging ceiling light. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things we're going to be taking as we go. Take the coat. There's nothing more handy than a 38 at your side. It's a 38 special. Go ahead and make your day. It's a roll full of toilet paper. It's why your trousers are brown. Nice. Take the gun 1. Yeah, there's going to be several guns we're going to have to deal with in here. Now, we were told there was stuff in the pocket of the coat, so we're going to open the coat. Open the pocket. And that is everything that is in there. So let's go ahead and figure out what these things are. It's a quarter. We have 7 of them. And they are going to be incredibly important. Leave the cannoli. If only I could. It's a gold-plated lighter. It has the initials JS on it. Wonder if that's a clue to us. It's a piece of chewing gum. It's sugarless, of course. Yeah, gotta make sure the kids playing Nintendo don't have their sugar. We'll hand them a 38 special, but sugared gum? No, no, no. It's a handkerchief with the initials JS on it. There's those initials again. It looks like a pair of sunglasses. The lenses are very dark. It's a very fine leather wallet. It looks very expensive. Get the WR. Oh, world record, okay. So we're going to go ahead and take everything. Now, I want to do something real quick because I want some of my stuff in a specific order. Open the wallet. Okay, so let's see what we got here. It's a key with the word office inscribed down on it. Card. It's a card with several holes punched into it. It says private access card, penthouse, Seagull. So my guess at this point would be that JS would be something Seagull. $20 bill. It's a $20 bill. Okay, fairly bog standard response there. Now, I did that because I wanted my money to be in relatively the same place. I'll take the stuff out of the wallet so it's more readily available. And then we're going to close the wallet, because we don't even need to take that out of the pocket. Let's see. We need to take the gum. We will need the lighter. We will need the hanky. Yeah, it only has one of the frames in it, so. This is one of the things I liked about, Déjà Vu as opposed to, Shadowgate. Like, you didn't have that boom when you open doors. This washroom really needs a good cleaning. It appears to be a sink. Let's see, can we use the sink? I can't do that here. I guess every other sink in the game I'll be able to use, but an electric light is hanging from the ceiling. It's the door that leads out of the washroom and possibly into trouble. Every door in this game leads into trouble. Hello, Jarogue. Good to see you. Let's see if that crack in the wall has anything to say about that. There's nothing here except for cracked walls. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, we can open the door. I don't remember if you feel like you've missed something in this room. Yeah, it doesn't let you go until you do this. You see yourself in the mirror. You again realize with horror that you can't remember who you are. Okay. You're in a dingy hallway. Okay, so this is where we came from down here. So we got a couple of other doors here. Let's go ahead and open both of them. Doors open. There's a puddle on the floor. It appears to be coming from the women's washroom. Let's hope it isn't someone with trouble. Because every door leads to trouble. Doesn't seem to be anything unusual. Door's open. Okay, so first we're going to go ahead and be the rescuer. You're in the women's washroom. The mirror is just as grimy as the rest of this place. No further indication that we don't know who the hell we are. Dirty old sink. Large metal wastebasket. Now here's the interesting thing. If you want to check in the wastebaskets, you do actually have to open them. Okay. Thankfully there is nothing inside. Also, if you have areas like that door where it's very slender, in terms of the window, you can also open them by clicking on the move area. And it closes the wastebasket before we go in. You're in an empty stall. You see a crack in the toilet and water pouring out of it. It's a roll of toilet paper. Looks like it hasn't been used yet. It's a puddle of water that appears to be coming out of the toilet. Sort of. The toilet has a fresh crack in it. The water leaks from it and ends up in the hallway. Who else is curious? Open the lid. You are relieved that you find nothing inside. Well, I'll just see what... Okay, well, you know, I'm a typical guy. I'll just leave the seat up. Okay, so nothing of note there. So let's head this way. Joe's Bar. You're in a dark, empty bar. Obviously the bar is closed, or else you've scared everyone away. Okay. Through the window you see an empty street with no one in sight. Okay, same thing. And there's a car outside. Front door of the bar. It's a shot glass full of seltzer. So we have a closed bar, but we have a glass full of seltzer. I wonder what this is like. It's just been sitting out. Although I've also wondered about, like, what would happen if I hit this. Wham! Your hand is numb from the impact, and the shot glass survives. That's resilient. So, clearly stronger measures need to be done. You can't do that here. Blam! You just blew away the window. Still sorta there, but... That is one of the things I liked about these. You can do pretty much anything. It's broken. You can see nothing else unusual. So, but you know what? I really don't want to waste a bullet, so we're going to rewind a bit. For those who thought the music was obnoxious going forwards. Okay. So, I think we've done something good here. Let's have a drink for our efforts. Take the seltzer. And this is one of the cases where you can use things on yourself to drink or such. You quickly down the seltzer. Ugh, this stuff tastes terrible. Why would anyone drink this stuff? Yes, remember, kids, play with guns, but don't drink. Okay, so we got a couple of different ways we can go here. It's a staircase that leads up to the second floor. It's a door underneath the staircase. It has the words Wine Cellar on it. So we're going to go upstairs first. You're in the upstairs hall leading to a door. On the walls are some posters of fighters. You feel very dazed. You had better do something about it. Your memory loss is making you feel weary. You feel like you have been up for many days without any sleep, only worse. I can attest to that feeling. Though I actually remember who I am if I haven't slept, so let's take a look at these posters. It's a poster of Puff McMuffin. I could go for a good Puff McMuffin. It looks like a poster of you, but then you can't remember who you are. The name underneath says Ace Harding. It doesn't ring a bell. Well, that explains why we're so good at hitting things, apparently. It's a poster of some boxer named Doghouse Riley. And the door is closed. Okay. So let's go on in here. You're in a reception room or secretary's office. The odor of cheap perfume still lingers in the air. Okay, so let's see what we got around here. It's a typewriter. For those who are literate, it is a handy tool. Yeah, this was back in the 80s, before we had computers. Really. It's a telephone. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual. Yeah, it is. It's a rotary, landline. It's a small desk lamp. It's an everyday run-of-the-mill desk. There is a drawer on the other side. Through the window, you see nothing unusual. Yep. The door won't open. It must be locked. Okay, well, we have the solution to that, but first off, let's see what's in here. Envelope 1. It looks like a standard legal-sized envelope. Now, we may or may not need to take this. Let's see what's in here first. Open the envelope 1. Bill. It's a bill from Dr. Brody made out to Joe's Bar. Address, 934 Sherman Street, Chicago, Illinois. Bill. 1. Capsules, $10. 2. Sodium pentothal, $56. 3. Medrazine, $26. 4. Diphenol trimine, $40. Total, $132. It sounds familiar, but you can't be sure. And you see, well, we have addresses, because we can move around different places in Chicago by cab, and all we need to do is have the address to tell them where to take us, and the quarters to pay the fare. I'm going to go ahead and take the bill because I don't remember if I need to reference something later. But other than that, I don't believe I need to hold on to the envelope, because it wasn't addressed or anything like that. So let me move to key 1 that was labeled office. Click, the key worked. Uh-oh. You're in an office. A dead body is slumped over the desk. His left hand grips the phone receiver. There appears to be something in his pocket. I'll let you make your own jokes. Okay, well, we've got, things just got, something bizarre here. It's a man who appears to be lacking something, namely life. There are 3 bullet holes in him. He's still gripping a receiver in his left hand. Man, that must have been one horrible prank call. He suggests a memory. You feel as though you should be able to recall who he is. Now I'm curious. I have a gun. It was a 38 Special, which is a revolver. There should be 6 bullets in that. So, did I actually plot to kill this guy? Sure looks like it. Hi, Doan. Welcome, good to see ya. Okay, let's go ahead and close the gun. Oh, you can't close the bullets. What am I thinking? Oh, incidentally, please tell me if at any time if the volume is a little bit too high. I just realized I might have had my volume up a bit too high. I apologize for that. Okay, so let's see. Let's begin at the beginning, take an examination here. It's an old-fashioned telephone. The cord hangs limply from it. Through the window you have access to the fire escape. Okay. It's a wall safe with a combination lock. On the desktop there is a pool of dried blood. There is a drawer on the other side of the desk. So let's see. Let's open the desk, because there's apparently something in there. Examine. It's a common 2 pencil. I guess they meant number 2. It's a key marked front. I would guess this is the key to the front of the bar. Now, believe it or not, this pencil is going to be one of the most important things we'll find. So we absolutely want to take that. And we're going to need to get out of the bar. So we'll need that key. Open the pocket. It always disturbed me a little bit when I had to use open on the corpse, and I'm like, please say it's going to be just his pocket. Okay, so we have another key. The key has the Mercedes-Benz trademark on it. Might be for that car out front. Take the key too. Okay, I don't think we're going to get anything more out just yet, and I don't want to use the fire escape at this moment. So let's go ahead and back out. Oh, let's go ahead and actually use move instead of open. Get a little confused sometimes. And we'll head back down here. So now this will be the time where we check out that wine cellar. You're in the wine cellar. The place looks like it could use a good sweeping. It's a spigot. It's a barrel of wine. It's a big wine barrel. That's interesting. It's a barrel of wine. It's a big wine barrel is what you get from looking at the sign. It's just a standard light bulb. It's a spider web, but no spider. Well, that's good. I don't have to do the spider cider thing from Uninvited. That always skeezed me out. It's a wine rack. The bottles are very dusty. One of the bottles on the right-hand side appears to be quite clean. This one, maybe? You see nothing unusual here except for the lack of dust. How peculiar. Well, if I remember correctly, this is the bottle we need to smack. Sacco. Mankind. When you move the bottle, the whole wine rack slides to the side. A secret passageway is revealed. The wine rack is open. Yep. Okay, so let's see what we have in this passageway. It's a small room made of stone and brick. It's a shaft with a ladder inside leading straight down. There is a nasty smell rising from it. Yeah, we're in the back cave. Doesn't seem to be anything unusual. I like the kind of Tetris lighting here. Looks like a bare light bulb. It's a round wooden door. What's on the other side of it? Well, from everything you've told me about doors in this game, possibly trouble. Open the door. Now that's an interesting looking thing to see. And in fact, we move in here. You're in a casino. There is nobody around. So this is interesting. There's a secret casino under the bar. The roulette wheel could really send your mind spinning. It's a slot machine. Want to try your luck? Yeah, they do look like that. Oh! I can't believe it! Illegal gambling! So, the slot machines actually serve a very important purpose in this game. The coins, as I mentioned, are primarily for getting taxi rides to and from places. And there are several places we have to visit in order to be able to finish Déjà Vu. If we ever run out of quarters, we're screwed. Because there are no more quarters to be had just lying around. So, what the slot machines are here for, if you start running low on quarters, and I'm talking like about that amount, then use this one, I believe. Yes. Wow, first try. Wow, you hit the jackpot. You have gotten 22 coins. Yeah, this is the game's way of making sure you can complete it. So, as you see, now we have a ton more coins. If you play the slot machine while you have a lot of coins, it's generally not going to pay off. It's only going to do so when you're really low. So there's no point to be here unless you are running low on coins. Okay, so with that, that's really all there is to, well, let me see if it says anything about the rug. Nope. Okay. I just love reading the descriptions in these games. They're just so cool. They really need to circulate some fresh air in here. We are not going to bother with going down because it leads somewhere that we have no business being right now. But much later it is going to be very important. This episode's 38 Slugs in a Dead Man's Chest was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, D.I.O.D., the post-production work of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my Last Call Lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.